Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of our WrestleMania finale. And it is a triple threat, tables, ladders, and chairs match. And it is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And let's break down these three teams coming out. First, we have the way of Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Last season, they were the Women's Tag Team Champions. This season, they didn't have a lot of luck. They couldn't get the titles, but we're here at WrestleMania. Anything can happen. Can you imagine that these two walk out as the Women's Tag Team Champions going into our new season? Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, former Women's Tag Team Champions. I think they won it at SummerSlam, but then they lost it at Evolution. So one title, I think 2 weeks they held it. And now here comes your Women's Tag Team Champions, JC Jane, Gigi Dolan. They're your Women's Tag Team Champions across both brands. On NXT and in the main roster, there was the former Women's Tag Team Champions down there, and now they've made it to Women's Tag Team Champions here. Last season, they fought so hard just to try to get the opportunity, but didn't succeed. But this season, at SummerSlam, they was able to get the tag team titles. And then at Royal Rumble, they managed to defend it against the former champions Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. But recently, they have not been equal. I guess it's just different things going on between them, but they gotta focus up if they want to keep their tag team championships. And the final team to step into the ring is the former tag team champions Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. They've been the majority holders of the Women's Tag Team Championships this season. And they're not going to give it up without a fight. They're going to fight so hard just to get them back. They tried at Royal Rumble, and here's their last chance this season. Katana Chance, Kaden Carter won those titles at the beginning of this season when they was vacated. Won it at WrestleMania Backlash against the Bella Twins. And now we're here, end of the season. Who's walking out as the Women's Tag Team Champions? And the action is underway. Triple Threat TLC. And we already know how TLC matches in this type of sequence goes. We saw that WrestleMania X7, a multi-tag team TLC matches go crazy, and whoever wins this match will be the new. I have trouble speaking. Let me try to say this better. Will be the Women's Tag Team Champions for the new season, and this time it won't be vacated. At least I hope not. No, they all in the game. Every one of them is in the game. Some of them got outdated attires on. And the ball is already getting hot here on the outside. And look at this. Kaden and Candice on the inside. And Kaden's going to put that ladder up in the corner. She's got something bad brewing up inside her mind. But I think you would rather prefer the ladder be in the middle so you can get the titles. And look at this. JC Jane bringing a chair to the inside. What's she going to do with it? Oh! Almost swung for Kaden right there. And suplex on the ladder. But Kaden is already back to her feet. And look at that poison Ronda there by Candice LeRae. Candice and Indy, former women's tag team champions, did not have a lot of success here, but looking to get back to where there was last season. If they can walk into the new season women's tag team champions, it will definitely help them out. And remember, tables, ladders, and chairs. Kaden tried to use the chair, and the ladders and chairs all set up across the ring. And there goes Candice. And Katana just got hit with that steel chair. As you're using the C of TLC right there, but they need to use the L to get those titles. And now look at this, Candice LeRae, and look at Indy Hartwell smacking Katana with the chair. That chair is being abused here, but look at this, crossbody by Katana landing right on the steel chair. And JC, she's got herself a table. And we know how destructive tables are. And so does Candice. And just gets smacked with the table by JC. And no attempt so far as of yet to get the championship at the top. And now Katana gets taken down while Candice LeRae smacks JC with the table. And now Gigi sets up the ladder here. She's going for it while everyone's distracted. Super kick by Kaden as she sees Gigi. She's trying to stop her. I think Gigi got one of the hooks off of the championship. And there goes Gigi flying off. And this is perfect for Kaden to get the titles. She takes a hook off, takes another hook off. And Indy Hartwell manages to make her let go. And there goes Kaden. Kaden was almost able to win the tag team championships for her team. And just went so far. There's only 2 more hooks on that title. Whoever can get it is going to be the women's tag team champions. And Katana just gets hit with a ladder once more. And JC sending Candice LeRae right into the ladder. And now JC climbing up, going to win it for her team. But everyone's stopping her, and now she's hanging. She's got it on, so she's hanging for dear life. She can't get the grip to unhook it. And there goes JC, landing super hard on the mat. 2 more hooks on the title. Who is going to go home women's tag team champions? Who's gonna make their new season their season? I mean, we already saw Roman Reigns and Tiffany Stratton cashed in. They will be getting the first title shots next season. So who's going to be the women's tag team champions next season? And now, Katana and JC bumped into each other, but look at that. JC hitting a neck breaker on Katana right on the table right there. with all the legs up, the metal legs. So much is happening here, and now, oh! Big sidewalk slam from Indy Hartwell, the former NXT Women's Champion, looking to get the Women's Tag Team Championships. Here comes Katana trying to stop her and gets tossed away. And now Kaden back to her feet, trying to go for a clothesline, but Kaden manages to duck it, turns her attention to Katana, and oh! And now Kaden climbing up the ladder. She could do it here, folks. She's got her hands. But oh! Indy Hartwell stops her and drops her down with the power bomb. And oh, a neck breaker on the table. And now look at this springboard drop kick by Hartwell. So Indy Hartwell showing off here, but gets tossed out. And there goes Katana. Now the only ones left of the ring. Wait, here comes everybody else now. And there goes Candice. Why do I keep trying to say Cadence? That's not a name. And now the ladder is stuck. Here's Kaden fixing the ladder situation. As Indy Hartwell has got herself a table trying to go after Katana, but Katana manages to avoid it. But couldn't avoid that kick though. And now JC Jane on the other side, bringing a ladder inside the ring. And the only person that can stop her is Katana. Chance, looking for that chance to become a two-time women's tag team champions. But Hartwell, look at the slammer down hard. Oh! Full Nelson slam right on the mat. And I guess Indy got hit with something hard here. Oh, but JC gets hit with a drop kick out of nowhere. And now Gigi bringing a ladder inside the ring. 2 more hooks on the titles. Who's going home with the championships? It's so close, yet still so far away. And JC on her rollout brings the ladder to the outside, making sure nobody gets a chance to use it. And now, oh, Candice LeRae go for Mrs. LeRae's Wild Ride right on the table. And here comes Katana stopping her with a neck breaker. Mrs. LeRae's Wild Ride right off the top onto the table. And Katana and Kaden is out. Now she's back to her feet as Gigi Dolan's got herself a ladder. And sets it up in the corner as Katana is getting bullied here by JC Jane. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Oh! Chicken ring face buster planted right onto the ladder. And into the corner goes JC as Candice LeRae looking to climb the ladder, but JC tries to stop her. Gets hit with the Hurricane Rana. And now here comes Katana, also looking to play interference. And Candice got to get her out the way. Slams her down hard. The ladder is perfectly in the middle. All it takes is somebody to climb it and retrieve the titles. And oh, that interference from the competitors inside the ring knocked the ladder over. And now Indy Hartwell's got herself a table and brings it to the inside. As Gigi is currently stunned on the barricade, she gets back to her feet as Kaden hits Indy with the ladder there. And oh, Katana gets suplexed right onto the table as Kaden climbing the ladder, getting the titles, gets a notch off it, one more notch, but Candice LeRae saves the match. One more notch. Whoever gets it is winning the Women's Tag Team Championships. Kaden managed to get one notch and oh! The interference knocked the ladder over. And now Indy Hartwell sees everyone is down, but no! Decides not to use it to climb for the titles. And now she gets caught. Gigi hits with the Gigi driver. And Gigi gets caught with a suplex. This is already intense. One more hook. Whoever gets that last hook on the championships will be going home with the Women's Tag Team Championships. It's all down to the wire, but this ring is so fully packed. I'm pretty sure they're just trying to make sure they can keep each other down before going for the titles. And pretty savage elbow by Hartwell. And there goes JT Jane to the outside. And there goes Katana Chance. And look at this. Big race. Side left Savage gets caught with the discus big boot. These three teams are definitely ones that deserve to walk into the new season as the champions. But it looks like Candice LeRae going for it. No! She's had the perfect opportunity to climb the ladder and get the championships. But now that ladder is currently fully set right in the middle, perfectly waiting for somebody to climb up it and grab the titles. But everyone is currently on the outside throwing hands, throwing everything they could at each other. Who's gonna be the rise person? Get inside the damn ring and get those titles. And the brawl still continues on the outside here. And oh, Indy Hartwell tried to attack Gigi, but Gigi counters. And there goes Hartwell. Gets sent flying right to the ramp area. And oh, a neck breaker on the chair by JC Jane. I think these three teams just want to hit each other. Try to make an example out of each other. Because the ladder is still perfectly placed in the ring. That's just how much these three teams want to be Women's Tag Team Champions. And Indy Hartwell gets sent inside the ring. I'm pretty sure whenever Hartwell wakes back up, she's going to realize what situation she's in. She's all alone inside the ring. She's waking up. All she has to do is climb. All she has to do is climb. Here comes JT Jane trying to stop her. Oh, but she couldn't. Indy Hartwell gets the championships. Indy Hartwell, two-time Women's Tag Team Champions alongside Candice LeRae. The Ray has finally done it, getting back to their former glory. And hopefully in the new season, they can hold it a lot longer than 2 weeks. Congratulations, a perfect ending for the Way winning the Women's Tag Team Championships. And now let's get to the main event of part 2. Main event of part 2 of WrestleMania is here. And we gotta kick things how we usually do at WrestleMania. One of the things I would like to call a WrestleMania highlight. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match. What's funny is we already had a ladder match that was back at SummerSlam that was won by Solo Sikoa. But then at Royal Rumble, the rematch between Santos Escobar and Solo Sikoa took place, and Santos backed up by the Legado del Fantasma. No, not the LWO, not Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild. No, he's been backed up by Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, creating the new Legados. And he was able to get back the Intercontinental Championship. So now this is a 6-person ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. You just saw Tony D'Angelo, the Don of the WWE, making their way. And now here is the current NXT North American Champion. And let's just say Nathan Fraser has had one hell of a breakout year. He put on a banger against Grayson Waller. He managed to beat Omos in the second round qualifiers. Put on a fantabulous showing against Jey Uso. And then he won the NXT North American Championship match at the last ever NXT UK TakeOver event. And now the next competitor is the former Intercontinental Champion himself, Solo Sikoa. Solo won the title back at SummerSlam but lost it at Royal Rumble. I'm pretty sure the Tribal Chief is keeping eyes on him, making sure he focuses up. I mean, the Tribal Chief the Bloodline has been doing a little bit better. I mean, after getting rid of Jey Uso, Solo became a champion, and Roman gets the first title shot next season. So I say a lot of good things has been happening to the Bloodline. And coming out next, it's the current Intercontinental Champion, Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar has had a pretty good couple of years. He first started off in 2K22, started off as the Intercontinental Champion. He lost it at his first defense, but then he went on to the King of the Ring tournament and put on one hell of a performance, the kind that Gunther did this year. He was putting on 5-star bangers with so many talent stars like Rey Mysterio and Karrion Kross, who he lost to at the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Santos was super close to being the Rey of WWE. And then he went for this rematch clause, and the triple threat match did not come out on top. This season, when the title was vacated, he got the first opportunity up against this man, Wes Lee, and has been champion ever since, up until he lost it at SummerSlam, but then got it back at Royal Rumble. Now, Wes Lee, last season, he came in, managed to beat the Intercontinental Champion for the title at WrestleMania Backlash last season, but then lost it in his first defense and was not able to get it back last season. Even after that triple threat rematch clause, this season he was the first runner-up to go for the title, lost it to Santos Escobar, and then wasn't able to get it at Hell in a Cell either. And then he did pretty good at the King of the Ring tournament. I think he went up to the quarterfinals. So Wes Lee manages to keep himself up top. So who's coming out next for the Intercontinental Championship? And it is Trick Williams. Trick Williams, a former NXT North American champion. And I'm pretty sure he feels betrayed by Carmelo Hayes. But he's a star. He's going to keep on shining. He's here in his second Intercontinental Championship ladder match. I say, well, actually, this is his third attempt at becoming Intercontinental Champion. Remember back before Money in the Bank where he challenged Santos Escobar to the title? Well, I have to say that Trick Williams manages to keep himself in title pictures like this. I think that by next season, you're going to see Trick Williams get a championship. That's what I can tell you. That's what I'm hoping. Wherever he goes, Trick Williams is going to be a champion. That's what I can tell you. 6-man ladder match, Intercontinental Championship on the line. Who's going to get it? And no, Trick Williams just get powerbombed to the outside. Santos Escobar already proven why he's a threat in this matchup. And lots of these guys have already had matches this season. Guys like Tony D'Angelo, Nathan Fraser, Trick Williams. And look at this, Solo Sikoa already climbing, looking to get his championship back for the Bloodline. And no one's around to stop him, but Trick Williams manages to stop it. Imagine if this match ended just that quickly. Imagine if it ended at the blink of an eye. You went to go get popcorn. You got it cooking in the microwave 2 minutes. Well, that's how long I cook my microwave popcorn. 2 minutes. And then you come back and realize the match is already over. Because you can thank Trick Williams for saving this match, and look at Solo Sikoa returning the favor, and powerbombing Trick Williams right onto the ladder. And Trick Williams has been going through it, just keeps getting powerbombed. First he got powerbombed to the outside by Santos Escobar, then he got powerbombed onto the ladder by Solo Sikoa. Well, I can't tell you that Trick Williams has a lot of heart. And look at Nathan Fraser looking to add another championship, looking to add to his North American title. And power bombed by Solo right on the top of the ladder, his skull connecting. 6 very talented superstars, 6 very deserving talents, and Solo goes flying with the headbutt. And we already have a champion here right now. That's Nathan Fraser. And the new season, he will start off as the NXT North American Championship. And now look at this snapmare. Wesley coming in with the head scissors. Connects with it. And don't forget, we have action on the outside as well. Tony D'Angelo, Nathan Fraser. Nate Fraser manages to block the clothesline. Hits with a snap suplex. And we got a lot of stars that were definitely prominent in the early stages of NXT. Solo Sikoa, Nathan Fraser, Tony D'Angelo, Trick Williams, Santos Escobar. A lot of these guys were on NXT, and a lot of these guys have definitely got better being on the main roster. Santos Escobar, a 3-time Intercontinental Champion. Solo Sikoa, NXT North American Champion and former Intercontinental Champion. Wesley, Intercontinental Champion. Santos. Also, Santos was like the former. He was a finalist in the King of the Ring. Tony D'Angelo, NXT Tag Team Champion. Trick Williams, NXT North American Champion. Like a lot. This is like a showcase of what's the best of NXT. And they are here fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. And Wesley going for a tiger feint kick right in the corner. As Santos all alone in the ring, climbing the ladder. Wesley looking to stop him. And stops him before he even gets a hold of it. But he took too long going to the other side. And now on the top rope, Wesley. Oh no! Tony D'Angelo makes the ladder fall. And now Tony D'Angelo gets caught with the Samoan spike. And that Samoan spike is what cost Cody Rhodes the championship at WrestleMania 39. And now what's Nathan Frazer looking to do? He's looking to fly here. But wait, Solo Sikoa was trying to stop him, but he gets kicked to the gut. Nathan Frazer showing how quick he is. And now look at this. Boom! Forearm right to the back of the neck. And you know he learned all of his maneuvers by Seth Rollins, his mentor. And now up top, Nathan Frazer looking to fly hits with the frog splash. Nathan Frazer, I think this is the perfect opportunity for Frazer to get the IC title. He's all alone. Everyone is distracted on the outside. This is it. Get the title. But wait, Solo Sikoa getting back to his feet. And he manages to get one hook off of the title as everyone is coming to stop him. Santos Escobar, Solo Sikoa, the ones that had the biggest impact in this match since Solo, former champion, Santos, current champion, and now Solo gets a hook off the championship. And now look at this, not good for Solo. He gets powerbombed off the ladder. And now Santos Escobar climbing up. I mean, he's currently got all these people around him. I think he chose the worst time to climb the ladder. And there goes Nathan Frazer as he gets a hook off of it. Everyone's trying to stop Santos. But Santos, he gets it. He's still your champion. Santos Escobar will walk into the new season as your Intercontinental Champion. Santos Escobar for 3 years. Intercontinental Champion. That's the end for part 2.